Welcome. You're right where you belong. Eugenia and I have been friends for 28 years, and while life phases and stages, racking up titles and all the etceteras in life keep us busy, we are intentional about keeping each other centered and committed, and to picking up right where we left off. After all, it's our life support. Hello, and welcome back to Life Support. Today, we're slowing down for a little holiday reflection and reset. The year has been full of lessons, surprises, wins, and yes, some chaotic moments too. Between motherhood and running a business, it's easy to rush through the season without pausing to take stock of what we've learned or how we've grown. Today, we want to take a few minutes to reflect on the lessons this year has taught us, share some of our own stories, and hopefully inspire you to do the same so that you can head into the new year with clarity, intention, and a little peace of mind. Eugenia, how was your week?
So for the most part, my week has been mid, as you would say. Um, Nothing in particular that was just, amazing. Unfortunately, like we actually had a death in the family. And so just, feeling like you can't be there to support your family during something like this is tough. But on a lighter note, I did get my Christmas decorations up for the most part. I still have a little bit more to do. I saw that you were doing that too. So yeah, how's your week been?
Yes, same. It's definitely been mid. I am definitely full swing for decoration. We are a multi-tree household.
Yeah.
So I added more trees last year when I shopped and got some trees after the holidays for the kids' rooms. Where I thought they were going to decorate and want to decorate their own tree, they want a designer's touch. So they just want to come in and be wowed. So that actually is therapeutic for me. So I am definitely putting up the trees. Everybody has a different tree. Gabby has a pink tree. Josh has a black tree. And then Bailey chose a gold tinsel tree. So
Oh.
completely different design elements, but I think it's fun. I haven't done the outside of our house yet,
Hmm.
but I've noticed that they have started putting up the decorations outside, like in the neighborhood. So as soon as those bows go up, I am resetting outside and putting up my Christmas decorations. So it's been good. Just, trying to be steadfast, stay on schedule so that we can make it to the end.
Right. I'm with you, girl.
And let's start with motherhood. This year has been full of moments that taught us patience, resilience, and sometimes just how unpredictable life with kids can be. Maybe it was learning to let go of perfection, discovering the small intentional moments matter more than the grand gestures, or realizing that sometimes laughter is the best survival tool. Writing down these moments, keeping a reflection journal, or even just sharing them with friends can help us celebrate wins we might otherwise overlook and remind us to give ourselves grace on tougher days.
Definitely. This year has really reminded me that growth often comes in the smallest moments. Sometimes it's surviving a chaotic morning, got plenty of those. Other times it's pausing to really listen to what my kids need, even when I feel stretched thin. I've learned that letting go of perfection doesn't mean giving up, it means creating space for connection, patience, and even a little humor along the way. Those little wins, the moments that feel ordinary in the moment, end up being the ones that matter most when you look back. And honestly, reflecting on those moments helps me approach the rest of the holiday season with a little more grace and a lot less pressure. Alexis, did you have a moment this year where letting go of perfection actually worked better than trying to control everything?
Yes, absolutely. Honestly, there's been many moments. It's kind of really under one subject line, which is nitpicking or micromanaging with time. I am still, very big on being punctual and staying on schedule, but I kind of let go of the pressure of it being like down to the second. Like, we have to leave the house at this time to make it to practice on time. I had to really kind of embrace the fact that we are going to make it there,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't have to pinch as far as time is concerned. And it really has helped me release a great deal of anxiety and just stress surrounding
Mm-hmm.
it because I'm stretched thin. There's so many things that we do. And so just relaxing, not getting, uptight if, I haven't made water bottles by a certain time has really changed things for me. What about you?
For me, I think it's like the simple everyday tasks. For instance, like the unplanned dinners. I think just realizing it's okay if we don't have a, perfectly healthy, balanced, planned dinner tonight. Let's eat pizza. It's okay. We're going to have hot dogs. Stop being so nitpicky about everything being planned. I think that's the thing with me. And that also ties into like the changed plans. Like if I had plans of, we're going to do Dave and Buster's this day and it doesn't work out. I need to learn how to let that go. And I've honestly been working on that. Like, even if it's just like, okay, no Dave and Buster's, but let's go to the park instead. The kids still have fun. And sometimes the best memories happen when the plan goes out the window. You know what I mean?
Yes, absolutely.
So let's talk about entrepreneurship. Running a business while balancing motherhood is a constant learning curve, and this year taught us lessons in priorities, boundaries, and adaptability. Maybe it was realizing that not every opportunity is worth pursuing, or that setting clear limits actually boosts productivity and peace of mind. Reflecting on those lessons, whether through journaling, talking with mentors, or simply pausing to think, can guide us into the new year with a clear vision and renewed focus. I think that's something that my sister and I are working on now is like we're taking a pause to reflect and to think about what it is that we want our business to truly be. Um, and that ties into the perfection and wanting everything to go, perfectly planned, or thinking that your business should be going this direction instead of the opposite. You know what I mean? So, I think just taking that time to pause and reflect and to really think about what it is that you want your business to entail.
This year really emphasized how important it is to protect our energy and focus on what truly matters. For me, one of the biggest takeaways was learning to say no without guilt. My no is truly becoming really strong. It's a whole mission on its own. But whether it was a project that didn't align with my goals or late night work tasks that would eat into family time, setting boundaries became a non negotiable. For me, also, I am getting really, really good, and I feel like I've done a really good job about going ahead and having a clean break. If I have a client and it seems like we're going in one direction, and there's kind of, I would say, little points where something has pivoted in their mind as far as what they're wanting to book. Even when it comes down to budget, I have been very aggressive with making sure that I am not wasting any time and that I am not um, wasting energy because that energy is valuable. I definitely think I'm always trying to be on the upward cusp and working hard to try to just figure things out business wise, have had to, rebrand, all those different things. And this year, I feel like more than ever, the children's well-being and making sure that they are good has been like kind of wiping and like top priority. It's always been, a priority, but it's kind of been like in my face this year, and so it really kind of helped me to have a perspective of what's most important in this moment. I also realized that celebrating small wins, like hitting a tiny milestone or successfully launching a project, is just as important as the big accomplishments. These lessons remind us that growth isn't always about doing more, but about doing what counts and giving ourselves permission to rest in between.
Right. Definitely agree. Finally, the holidays are the perfect time to pause and reset. Reflection doesn't have to be complicated. It can be as simple as asking yourself, what did I learn this year? What brought me joy? And what do I want more of next year? Taking even 10 to 15 minutes to journal, meditate, or just to sit with your thoughts can make a huge difference. Deciding what to carry forward, what to let go, and setting one clear intention for the new year creates focus and peace before the new year begins.
Yes, taking even a few intentional moments can make a huge difference. For me, the holidays are a perfect reminder to pause and really check in with myself, both as a mom and as a business owner. I like to ask myself questions like, what brought me the most joy this year? Or what's one thing I want to let go ahead of the new year? Sometimes it's a habit, sometimes it's a mindset, or even just expectations that I have to do it all. Reflecting this way helps me feel lighter, more focused, and ready to step into January with intention instead of overwhelm. Even sharing these reflections make it feel like a reset for the soul. I'll just start with mom life. I will definitely say that it kind of like reiterated and reaffirmed a lot of things for me this year, but we've had lengthy issues that were like racially fueled,
Mm.
trying to support my children through that,
Okay.
has been like tough because those are just things that you don't look forward to
Hmm.
experiencing with your children, but because of the things that are going on in the world and on the outside of, let's say, our walls, the school walls, it just trickles in, it just feeds in. And I have really had to kind of reinforce, especially my son, heavy,
Hmm.
because it does take an emotional toll. So just really kind of like reigniting that justice fighter, I guess, if you will, that you try to tuck sometimes, has been interesting. And it really helped to remind me how strong I am, how capable I am, how just really how much I love my children and I'm willing to do whatever, you know.
Right. Yeah.
And those little reminders, just kind of fill your heart and just let you know that, you desire all the best things for your children. So it has definitely been tough. I feel like my mom card is often pulled and I'm often having to rise to the challenge. This year has been that, for
Hmm.
sure. I feel like in business life, I really have had to embrace pivots,
Mm.
and embrace not having certain levels of perfection and being okay with those close to you and their measurement of what things should be being just their measurement. Everything that you put into all that you do. And you have to be the person to sit with everything that you've, strive to accomplish and say, you know, these are my goals. Am I accomplishing my goals? And base things valued off of that, not what box others try to place you in. So, um, I think it's been good. I think it's been transformative. My mindset going into the new year is very different than how I started it, for sure. Started the year. What about you?
For me, I think motherhood has taught me this year to let go of comparison and just to know that I am doing enough. Motherhood has taught me to, like you mentioned earlier, but with your business, is to let go of perfection and to mainly, just to sum it all up, let go of control, because there's going to be a lot of chaotic moments within motherhood. There's going to be a lot of, you know, children fighting, disagreements. There's going to be, hey, we have to be somewhere at a certain time, and something may come up in the meantime beforehand. So we might get there a little bit late, not to get upset about that. So I think for the most part, just me being able to embrace having more patience, having less control, and not to compare. Definitely has led to more, I mean, not more, but less stress in my life. So as far as business, what I've learned this year is that it's okay to go back to the drawing board. You know what I mean? It's okay to reset. It's okay to, you know, make some changes. If one thing isn't working, it's okay to switch it up and try something else. And I think that that is something that I've really learned this year, instead of trying to hold on to the same, methods or principles. When it comes to our business, maybe we should let it go and try something new. So, yeah, those are the things that I've been taught this year with motherhood and entrepreneurship.
Those are all good. Those are good.
All right, friends, that's a wrap on our holiday reflection and reset episode. I hope you're walking away with a little more clarity, a few laughs, and some inspiration to pause, reflect, and set intentions before the new year. Remember, it's not about perfection, it's about celebrating the lessons, honoring the growth, and giving yourself grace along the way.
If you love this episode, share it with a friend, a fellow mom, or anyone who could use a little reflection and reset this season. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and follow us on Instagram at @thelifesupport_. Share your thoughts, tag us in your reflections, or just drop a comment to say hi. We'd love hearing from you. Until next time, take a deep breath, savor the moment, and step into the new year with intention and peace. Bye. If this episode inspired you, we'd love to hear your biggest takeaway. Slide into our DMs on Instagram at @thelifesupport_.
If you haven't yet, make sure to like and subscribe so you never miss a Power Hour pep talk. And leave a comment. It helps other mamas find us and transforms one mom's hustle into all of our community boosts.